Would I be the asshole if I proposed to my girlfriend after my brother's destination wedding? My brother and my future SIL will have a destination wedding in the Philippines. And they wanted us to fly in 2 days prior to their wedding day. However, they're not paying for any of our flights, hotel, food, and etc. My girlfriend grew up in the Philippines and moved to the USA at 13. She's 27 now, but haven't visited her home country at all. She has told me she wanted to visit the country to pay respects to her late grandparents and to see the beaches again. Well, since we're there, we plan to extend our stay for another week or two after my brother's wedding. And during that time, I plan to pop the question we've talked about marriage, and she gave me to okay sign to propose. I was dropping off some stuff to my brother and future SIL, and my brother joked about me getting married. I then mentioned to him that I planned to propose in the Philippines. I explained that we're extending our stay in the country and staying at a different island after the reception. My brother was thrilled, and promised to not let the beans spill. However, my future SIL overheard the conversation and screamed at me to not do that. That the trip to the Philippines was all about their wedding, and I will be a major asshole if I proposed. My brother chimed and said I won't be an asshole, and it's not like I'm proposing at their wedding reception. And might as well make use of the travel. FSIL said that it would be taking away the attention from their wedding. Not the asshole if you wait till a few days after. And I feel sorry for your brother. His future wife sounds like a piece of work. Not the asshole as long as it's during the week with just the two of you. Sure your GF would love to engaged in the country she came from. You're not proposing anywhere near the wedding and not even on the same island. Bridezilla needs to get over it. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. You are not planning to propose before the wedding or even in the same location. If the wedding is so lame that a proposal a week after it takes attention away, maybe there is bigger fish to fry with the SIL's need for attention. Congrats on your upcoming trip and engagement. Not the asshole. Does the bride know people return to their own lives once the wedding is over? Her special day doesn't turn into a special week just because it's overseas. Oh, I forgot the rule where if you get married you will now own the exclusive rights to that location. No one else is allowed to have a special moment there, because then when she tells her wedding story someone else can be like, oh, we got engaged there too. The audacity. Tfo with that childish behavior. WIBTA. Not the asshole as you said, it's not like you're doing it at the wedding. Your FSIL does not get to dictate the entire trip. I don't understand this obsession brides have with trying to dictate more than just the day and maybe one day either side of their wedding. You're not the asshole. Best wishes to you and your girlfriend. Sounds like a wonderful time. Not the asshole. You are waiting until their wedding is over and they are gone. Don't tell anyone else about it, and you are good. She should be saying congratulations instead of telling someone else what to do when it's not her day. She gets 1 day, and that's it. She doesn't get the whole month, week, year. So congratulations and best wishes. Not the asshole, as long as it's not during or just before the wedding, I don't see why not. Especially when you're extending your stay there. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you're planning on proposing after the wedding, correct? Is your proposal going to be so shiny it goes supernova and creates its own gravity, reaching back through space and time and unsucking all the specialness and fun out of her wedding? Weddings make people crazy. I say so with all humility. Having had one which altered slightly my perspective. Temporarily. Pop the queue in the Philippines. After the wedding. Then it will be your turn to be a total lunatic. Not the asshole. Edit in case you didn't read between the lines. I was Bat's hit. I'd say, as long as you don't propose during the reception or anything, and don't make a huge production out of it that attracts attention, then you WIBTA. If you're planning to do it after the wedding is over during your extended stay, that should be fine. As long as you don't propose during the wedding, you're not the asshole and Bridezilla will just have to deal. Bridezilla needs a chill pill. Not the asshole, your SIL is though. As long as it's not at the festivities themselves, you're good to go. Thumbs up sign. WIBTA. Good grief, it's going to be a week or more after their wedding. I don't understand people who put so damned much stock in the wedding ceremony. Not the asshole. FSIL sounds like your typical bridezilla that needs the whole time to be about her. I wish you all the best on the proposal, and I think it sounds absolutely perfect. Not the asshole if you're doing it towards the end of your stay after they have their time to enjoy their day and the pics going on Facebook etc. Not the asshole, it's not like you're proposing at the wedding. This is your girlfriend's home country, it's way more meaningful to her than USIL. Go for it. Not the asshole. Bridezilla needs to realize that the world does not revolve around her. Definitely not the asshole. You are not proposing on the wedding, but after. I've never seen any rules or etiquette saying you cannot propose while the bride and groom is on honeymoon. God, some people get so crazy around their wedding. Me. Not the asshole, the bride doesn't own all of the Philippines. Just don't propose on the same day as the wedding. Not the asshole, good God, people really like to hog the spotlight and hold on to every last morsel of attention. Not the asshole, your future SIL needs to get over herself. It's not like you're proposing at their wedding, you are extending your time in the country where your girlfriend was born and spent the first 13 years of her life. FSIL is heartless and too wrapped up in herself to realize how amazing this will be for your girlfriend. Is your brother sure he wants to marry someone like that? Beware of FSIL, she may try to sabotage the surprise. Not the asshole. Your brother has it exactly right, you aren't doing it at the wedding, so it's not an move. Your SIL sounds really childish and self-centered. You extended your trip there, because it is also a meaningful place to your GF, and I think proposing there is really thoughtful. Good luck. WIBTA. Like you wrote, it's not as though you're proposing at the wedding. What you do during your extended vacation time is none of FSIL's business. Not the asshole, as long as your proposal takes place after their wedding festivities. Not the asshole, you're proposing on your own time and your own dime, in your girlfriend's home country, it's none of your FSIL's business. She needs to learn that after her wedding is over, nothing can take attention away from it. Because it's over. No one needs to dedicate any thought to the wedding after it is over. She sounds like a person who is disappointed when people don't dedicate their entire month celebrating her birthday. Not the asshole, it's not during the wedding. They get a day. What their guests do after their wedding day is none of their business. You proposing after their wedding day and after they've left for their honeymoon takes nothing away from them. Not the asshole. Ignore the SIL. There is no better place to propose to your GF than on this trip. Of course, don't do it at the reception, but you're not. Info, is your SIL going through a bridezilla moment, or is she always like that? Not the asshole, so long as this doesn't happen at any wedding-related event and on your own time outside of the wedding, so it's not the talk of the wedding. It sounds like that's the case, so you're good. And your brother has signed off on the plan, so go forth and get engaged. Congrats. Side note, thanks for being the exception to almost all other posts that involve a surprise engagement at someone else's event. WNB. As long as you don't get down on one knee during your brother's wedding, I don't see any issue here. Does your FSIL believe she owns the Philippines or something? I don't understand her logic here at all. Enough with the bratty brides and grooms. I swear these stories get more obnoxious by the day. Thankfully your brother knows what's what, just keep in mind that he's a relation worth saving, so just let him deal with her craziness. Just keep politely ignoring her, and go on with your plans. Wish you all the luck. Not the asshole. You're not proposing during the ceremony or reception. As long as you don't do it at the wedding, you're not the asshole. WIBTA. Wouldn't do it the day after, but a couple of days, and yeah, you should be golden from all but the most ridiculous of people.